Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So there have been some new improvements in the local NPFL league, and as you can see on the screen, the match ball for the NPFL league has now been changed. This is the new match ball for the games, that's going to be played in the future, and it looks very beautiful. It looks like the one we see in the EPL and the Bundesliga and major leagues in Europe. And this is just one of the new improvements that we've seen in our local league. The match has the league has already started using the ball, because we saw it being used in yesterday's historic classic between Kano Pillars and Enyimba FC. That game was played at the Sani Abacha Stadium, which is the home of Kano Pillars, and it went to the favor of Kano Pillars, who came out 2-0 victorious for that one. And aside from this new match ball, another interesting thing that we saw in that game was the fact that two Nigerian Super Eagles veterans were in display for that game. Ahmed Musa representing Kano Pillars and Brown Ide representing Enyimba Football Club. And it's just so good to see these kinds of improvements come into the NPFL, and we hope that it's going to continue to come, and then hopefully maybe we get to see the VAR being introduced for the league. But let's move beyond that, guys, and let me let you know that there have now been some new confirmation of the representatives that will be accompanying Coach Eric CHELLE to the CAF draw, CAF 2025 African Cup of Nations draw, that's going to be held on the 27th in Morocco. And Coach Eric CHELLE is going to be accompanied by the team administrator Dayo Enebi Ako, alongside Alhaji Sherif Rabiu Inuwa, who's the chairman of the NFF Technical and Development Committee. So these are the guys who will be traveling to Morocco to oversee what CAF is doing with the draw and how the pairing goes, and who Nigeria is going to meet in the group. And then aside from that, as I mentioned before, they're also going to tour around the city and observe things like the hotel, the stadium, transportation system, pitches as well that they are going to train, as well as pitches that they are going to play the proper AFCON game. So all of these things are things that this committee will observe when they travel to Morocco. So that's what the CAF directive has now stated. So we expect them to make that trip from 25th. Today is 24th here, so from 25th we expect Coach Eric CHELLE and the other contingencies to make that trip. And then for the draw as well, we have CAF already has it slated out now. As I said before, there's no chance Nigeria meets countries like Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Algeria or Ivory Coast, because these countries are top ranking countries, just like Nigeria in the FIFA world ranking. So for this reason, in the pot 1, as you can see on the screen, CAF has now included countries like Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Algeria, Nigeria and Ivory Coast in pot 1. And then for pot 2, we have countries like Cameroon, Mali, Tunisia, South Africa, DR Congo, Burkina Faso. For pot 3, we have countries like Gabon, Angola, Zambia, Uganda, Equatorial Guinea, Benin. And then pot 4, we have Mozambique, Comoros, Tunisia, Sudan, Zimbabwe and Botswana. So these are the different countries in the different pots. So when it's done like this, we get to see the big boys meet themselves in the round of in the knockout stages, which is obviously very nice and good for the competition. But let's move forward, guys, and let me let you know that a certain Super Eagles eligible player who's also eligible to play for Italy by the name Michael Caridi has completed a half-season loan right now to Brentford from Fiorentina. Kayode's parents are both Yoruba, but he spent his his formative years in Italy, where he started his career in the Juventus youth team. Spent more than 7 years in the club, and then left. I think in 2018, where he joined the Serie D club, Gozzano, and then they gained promotion to Serie C. After which he was now bought by Florentina. So now he's on a half-season loan to Brentford, and they have an option to sign him on a permanent basis if he impresses very well. Good to see, of course. He's a prospect, probably someone to look out for to represent the Super Eagles tomorrow. But let's move forward, guys. And there's a sad one right now, and it's the fact that former Super Eagles third choice Ojo Olorunleke has now had his contract terminated by Al Merrek SC, a Sudanese-based club. Ojo actually was signed by this club, I think less than 6 months ago. We talked about it on the channel. He actually signed on a 2-year deal from Enyimba, and right now his contract seems to have been terminated, and there hasn't really been much communicated about why his contract was terminated. But the report is that this Sudanese club are doing some sort of overhauling of the team, trying to improve different departments, and Ojo was found as one of the guys that needs to be offloaded, for new players to come in. So that's what happened right now. Ojo is without a club, and he's currently searching for a club. Would you like to see him return back to the NPFL, or you want to see him, close down a deal in African country, or probably in Europe? Well, let's move on, guys, and let me let you know that Victor Osimhen appears to be in a bit of media drama right now, because a certain photojournalist has now accused him of punching his face. Now, this journalist has now accused Osimhen of punching him in the face when Osimhen went out with his friends to a party, some sort of outdoor event there in Turkey. And according to this journalist, he said that he and his other friends, who are also journalists, photojournalists, they followed Osimhen and his friends, and then started taking pictures of Osimhen. Osimhen didn't like the fact that they were taking pictures or videoing him, so he told the guy to go away, to stop putting his face in the camera. And apparently the guy didn't agree to that, and then all of a sudden Osimhen sort of attacked him, according to this man, and maybe wanted to punch the camera, and then mistakenly punched his face, something like that. By the end of the day, this man is saying that he still has bruises on his face from Osimhen's punch, and he said that Osimhen tried to beg him to delete the footage of him attacking him. That is, Osimhen attacking him, and the confrontations and things like that, because he also said that Osimhen was swearing at him and things like that. But he refused to delete all of those footages, which he already captured in his camera. This is what this man has alleged right now, and he's now pushed it out to the media, and there appear to be some sort of investigation going on right now from the Galatasaray authorities. So this is what this man has said. The man's name is Bozduman. Bozduman is a photojournalist, apparently a somewhat popular photojournalist. So this is the accusation on Victor Osimhen now, and Osimhen hasn't left any reply regarding this. Galatasaray hasn't, said a word about this, but more updates is going to come out regarding this issue. But let me know your thoughts about this. Do you think Osimhen actually did something like this, or this man is just trying to get popular, trying to get viral for this. That is the update, guys. Leave a reaction, stay tuned to the channel, and peace out.